Welcome to Family Gamer TV. I'm with Shona Grundy at Trigger Happy Studios.
Yes.
Or just Trigger Happy.
Trigger Happy, yes.
And we're here to look at Toon Hero, your new product. Do you want to give us a little introduction to what Toon Hero is?
Yes, so Toon Hero is an iPad app available on the App Store very shortly that will enable anybody and everyone to create animated stories and share them with their friends. And we're doing something really unique and creating licensing opportunities with some of the large studios, so we'll be able to put famous characters in the hands of everyday people for the very first time in a new way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that sounds quite complicated sort of thing to do. Do you need a lot of animation skills to do this?
No, so the whole idea was we come from an animation background and we wanted to remove everything and anything that seemed tricky and scary and make it just really intuitive and fun and easy to use. So there's no tricky time graphs, there's no editing software, it is as simple as tapping, dragging and talking to create a story.
Hi there, my name's Booger, and this is my forest where I like to play. Sometimes I come out through the jungle, and my very special trick, do you want to see it? Is to blow snot bubbles. Hi there, my name's Booger, and this is my forest where I like to play. Sometimes I come out through the jungle, and my very special trick, do you want to see it? Is to blow snot bubbles.
And so you're saying you can work with existing characters, that you're sort of just confirming what they'll be at the moment. So how does the process work? Do you have everything there at the same time? Do you just pick what you want to work with?
So there's 4 easy steps. There's the toy store aspect, which is where the characters live, and we call that our digital toy store. And so it's free to download, and then there's some free items in there, backgrounds and characters. And then, or there's some in-app purchasing, but we keep that very minimal, sort of a toy collector mentality about collecting these, we call them puppets, so it's collecting your digital toys, and then using those to create stories. So then you go from the toy store to your toy shelf, and that's where you keep your collection, and then you send whatever toys that you want onto the stage, and you create a story and then share it. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm. And so when you're sharing that story, do you need to have the Toon Hero app to view it, and how does that work?
No, so only the creators need an iPad. The actual viewers and people who want to just enjoy your storytelling, you can see those on Facebook. The creator will share them on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or just via email. So if your grandmother doesn't have a Facebook account, you can still send it to her and she can see it on her email account.
Mm-hmm. And so it sounds like this sort of thing hasn't been done in the same way, but have you looked at other products that maybe offer animation or that sort of creativity?
There are sort of some that are sort of skirting around the outskirts, but we think we offer something really unique and really deeply engaging and fun and intuitive, and there is no other platform that we know out there that works with famous characters, which is really the fun part that's exciting. Mm.
And now a lot of viewers of Family Gamer TV have children, sort of the lower age range of people who play games or use apps. Mm-hmm. How young do you think you could be to actually create a little story with Toon Hero?
Well, I have 2 children of my own, 5 and 8, and we also did some focus groups of different age groups. So from my experience, it seems to be any age, and it depends on the enjoyment that they want. My 5-year-old does use it, but it was sort of, I noticed my 7-year-old, 8-year-old, that's where she started really getting into the storytelling aspect. And then the tweens, 10 to 12, they really understood it, and they were making up news broadcasts and just really having fun with it. Teenagers really enjoyed it, but they wanted to be more private about what they were creating, so that was quite fun. And then it went right up to, mothers and fathers who just actually want to create it for their own enjoyment and sharing. Mm-hmm. Mm.
And it seems like maybe in a classroom setting, this might have some educational sort of benefits. Do you see it being used like that?
We do. We understand that it is. Our sort of philosophy is that you can use this in a educational environment, and we've talked to many teachers about it. But our first sort of push is to go towards the fun aspect, and then the children are accidentally learning along the way. Mm-hmm. Mm.
And so it's going to be launching on iPad.
Yes.
Will it come onto other platforms, and is there any plans for maybe an iPhone version?
It's optimized to be viewed on the iPhone, so you can view. We certainly have it on the iPad mini and the iPad. We just feel that it could be a little bit small to get to the iPhone. We could be wrong, and that could be where we take it next. But at the moment, the focus is on the iPad and the mini.
And how about other sort of tablet formats, maybe like Android or those sort of platforms?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting thing, because as developers, we've found the various pieces of hardware very difficult to develop for. So while I understand why people have different tablets and platforms, it's difficult as a developer to optimize it. And so while we're breaking new ground and doing some really tricky problem solving, we wanted to just focus on a platform that had the viewership and had the customers, but also just had one screen for us to create this for. So perhaps one day we'll be taking it to other platforms, but while we're in the heavy development stage, it is just for one.
Now I understand you'll be taking this to some conferences, WonderCon you mentioned. So you want to tell us a bit about what you'll be showing there and how that's going to go?
Yes, so it's actually a pre-launch of what this product is. We believe that WonderCon and eventually places like Comic-Con conventions we want to connect with people who love to be fans of comic books and characters and entertainment and movies.
So maybe that we could read into that you're going to be having those sorts of franchises available as elements you can animate within the application?
I would say that's our goal, yes.
That's all we've got time for this week on Family Gamer TV, but we'll be back with more soon.